Hello everyone and welcome to the second video in this fighting guide and tutorial series. Last video we covered the very basics and the best way to get started as a brand new player in fighting. These were the topics discussed previously. So if you are new to the game and you haven't seen the first video in this series, go back and watch that one first and then come back to this video because we will be going into more advanced topics. Here are the topics that will be discussed for this part 2. So let's begin. First, I want to talk about a couple of terms that are important in regards to roles and positions. Everyone knows tanks, healers, and etc., but some of you may not know about divers, assassins, and initiators. And when it comes to maps, there are 4 lines: front, back, mid, and side lines with flanks also included. This is how I would break up the characters and maps. The shapes are going to be a little different for each map, but this is for the dodgeball map. Now, I don't believe that each character is always playing a certain role or playing a certain position all the time. Any character can play any of the roles and position that I mentioned, but every character has a most effective role and position. Every character plays on a specific place on the map, and they're very flexible in what line they're on, but majority of the game you should play on your most effective line. Divers are characters that dive into the enemy team ahead of their own front line and deal damage to get an early advantage for their team, or they dive in to confirm kills on low HP targets. Divers usually always have a safe escape option, but tend to have low HP compared to other characters. Assassins are characters that start fights or confirm kills from behind the enemy, usually going around the flanks and being annoying while not making themselves the main target. Initiators are characters that use their kit in order to start team fights and break the awkwardness or standoffs that both teams have when meeting in the front line. Realistically, the only character that's most effective as an initiator is Boombox, but some other characters can initiate a little as well. Next, let's talk about positioning. Positioning is one of the most important factors when it comes to winning. Let's say if you're in the front line, you can't just stand anywhere in the front line and perform well, even if your character is the most efficient there. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper into where you should specifically stand inside of a front line, a sideline, and etc. Here are the most effective positions for all characters to play in the game, in my opinion. There's never just one answer to where you should be positioned. Your positioning will change based off of what characters are on your team and the enemy team and where everyone is currently positioned. Let's use Iron Cafe for example. This is a top view of the map. If there is a slingshot standing right here on top of the platforms, and let's say you're playing sword, if you wanted to play near the objective but also not take a lot of damage from slingshot, you would have to play here, under the platform. Makes sense, right? Think of it like a chessboard with 10 pieces, 5 enemies, 5 allies. This is also why it's important to know what every character does. But let's get realistic with one last example. This is a 5v5 game, so here's a 5v5 example. All the yellow outline characters are the opponents. This is Banland on Conquer, and you are playing Vinestaff for your team. Where do you think is the most effective position to play in? Well, it would be here, behind the rock that's in the middle of the objective. It's impossible to be 100% safe here, but this position will block you from being seen by Rocket, Hyperlaser, and Medkit. Plus, you would still be able to provide healing to teammates and deal damage to the Katana and Medkit without having to fully leave the rock. Unfortunately, it would take too long to go through every possible combination of correct positioning, so that's why spatial awareness is important, so that you can make the correct decisions on the fly. Spatial awareness is simply just being aware of your surroundings based on sound effects, map knowledge, and remembering the things that you've seen. Experience will teach you this better than my words can, but as you play the game more, you will catch on to certain sounds and certain places to stand. Start to memorize the environment, or the sounds of pings, and even the sounds that the characters make when using their finisher. Memorizing things like this will help you to decide your next actions and know where to go without actually having to look. Let's go back to the Banland example. Let's say instead of playing Vinestaff, you're playing Sword. If you hear Hyperlaser ult, then you know that you should get to cover instead of continuing to fight. But where's the cover? Those who have spatial awareness of the map know that the only cover is by Vinestaff, by the enemy rocket, or by the slingshot. This can become increasingly difficult depending on how much is going on, but as you do it more, you'll be able to autopilot the skill very easily. So now I'm going to go over a pretty niche topic, and that topic is pocketing. Pocketing is when you play alongside someone and help them during fights either by dealing damage with them or healing them while they're doing damage. Normally, pocketing only involves 2 people. Looking back at the Banland example, you can see here that there are 2 pockets going on here, Sword with Coil and Medkit with Katana. In normal situations, if you are the one pocketing a teammate, you are either playing Medkit, Vinestaff, Coil, boombox, or sword. All of those characters are efficient at pocketing, and they make the person that they're pocketing more effective too. Tanks should be pocketed the most since they are the most vulnerable characters when caught without abilities, and because of their importance in the team. Only tanks in the game are Katana and Banhammer, and sometimes Sword can be played like a tank too. If you are playing any pocketing character that I mentioned, except for Medkit, you should be helping the person that you're pocketing by doing more damage. The reason why I'm excluding Medkit is because you make it way harder for yourself if you want to hit consistent headshots and heal the person that you're pocketing, rather than just hitting headshots on the teammate to heal them more. Headshot healing isn't guaranteed to go to your tank anyways. It's fine to do damage on Medkit when you're pocketing someone, but you should really only switch to damaging instead of healing if the person you're attacking is very low, or if your teammate is very high on health and shield. Pocketing makes winning fights way easier, especially if the game mode is Annihilate or Escort because of the fact that you're always moving around the map. But that's going to be it for the second video of the guide and tutorial series. I'm aware that these topics can have multiple possibilities and they can be confusing at times, so if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and either someone can reply to you or I will reply to you eventually. Okay, Doomspire. Let's see what we can do on some Hyper Laser. Oh, if I can't play Hyper Laser. Okay. What character should I play then? Gonna have to be a healer. Oh no, he's off of Hyper Laser. I didn't want to play Vine because I already played Vine for the last tutorial video, so. You start off by killing the Rocket. Rocket is a high priority target, and he almost killed himself. Shoot the sword now. Okay, Rocket died. Sword should be dead. Nice. Gotta kill the sub now. Gotta watch out for the plane. Sub, don't die to plane. Okay. Dead. Nice. Do we have a healer? Okay. Looks like they do they have a hyper too? They do. Oh, he's all the way. What the heck? Yo, who plays there? What in the world? Blood is just in spawn shooting. This guy got all the new strats. Okay. I'm 100% dead here. Kill someone at least, so I'm gonna get my health regen. I missed a shot. Oh my goodness, he could have been 1 HP. Okay, he's not 1 HP, but still standing right there. Shuriken's gonna go after him. Nice. Need to kill the Rocket though. Rocket's gonna be a huge problem for my team, so dead. Katana's just okay. Kill this Rocket, nice. I thought I heard a subspace. Oh wait, it is. But it was ours. I thought it was theirs. Nice job from my subspace. Not a good job from their subspace, but somebody actually ran into it. I see you, subspace. This is not a good position to stand in. Just gonna ult right here. Nobody really good to ult though. Hey, I gotta wait a second. Okay, this should be fine. Oh, okay, I suck. I just suck at the game. There's a wall there. Thing does lose this, so. And he ran straight into my mine as well, so. Okay, Hyper doesn't hit either. Interesting that Rocket is going after me when I have more important targets. Oh my goodness, he had to reload. Might still be dead though. Oh, wow. Nice solo Katana. That was very worth, and it'll win you the game. Don't worry, you're getting points off of that. Don't worry, Katana. All is well. Oh, Rocket is there. Oh, that's Sling. Okay. Well, still gonna shoot the Rocket though. Nice. He is going to die to me. Wait, Sling already used all the shots. Watch out for the plane. Step on point now. Okay, Katana's just here. You have a skateboard now. Interesting. Nice. They actually... Wait. Skateboard ran into... Oh my goodness. No, I was a little bit off. I didn't react fast enough. That's crazy. Need to get a sub though. And we also need to get on the point. Sub went behind cover. Okay, I'm just dead now, yeah. But they're all dead to plane though. Hold on. Hold on. Step on the point. Nice. Did we win? Oh wow, we just went off of that. Crazy. Crazy. Anyways, MVP, 16 and 2. Not bad. Yeah, both subspaces ulted at the same time under the floor. It's crazy. Good ult for my subspaces. I mean, for my subspace though. But yeah, we'll be leaving this video off here. I'm probably just going to add one gameplay at the end of each guidance tutorial video. Because why not? But I will see you all in the next one.